Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Genoa. We're down at the Amico Shipyard here, and they have a place here for yachts to lay up. I'm whispering because where I'm standing, there's a lot of small boats, and people tend to sleep on these boats. So I don't want to wake anybody up, disturb anybody. But yeah, back in Genoa, my old haunt. Worked here for a long time over the years. Probably 5 years in total at different times, working on various different yachts in the marina, in the shipyard, should I say. I've been laid up here as well on yachts, so I've spent a lot of time in Genoa. I know the city fairly well for somebody who doesn't live here. And I thought I'd come down on my way home from Sicily, not Sardinia, but Sicily. I thought I'd do an old school yacht spot video. So I came down to the marina here, beautiful day. It's, like I said, it's quite early in the morning, it's about 7:30. It's not that early, but it's early enough that people might still be sleeping. As you can see behind me here, I was going to say the shipyard is already active. I can hear them. They started early in Genoa in the summer. They start at 7 and they finish at 4. But in the background here, we've got brand new super yacht. This is Superyacht Sakura, which is formerly Project 712. From Feadship. It's an 83-meter yacht, or 270 foot. Like I said, it was delivered in 2024, 2,200 gross tons, and has a beam of 12.5 meters. That's the width of the vessel. Only has a top speed of 15 knots, but it is a stunning looking vessel. You know, these are built for comfort, not for speed, as they say. Cruising speed of just 12 knots, which is kind of slow. Yeah, like I said, the importance is generally comfort and not speed, unless you specifically go there and say, I want a fast boat. Vessel was built for a Japanese owner. It has a range of 5,500 nautical miles, which is great. You know, that's a transatlantic. Transatlantic's about 3,400. So that's from Gibraltar to Florida, for instance. So if you wanna go across the Atlantic, no problem at all. See, they've got the tender garage door opening. Looks like they're going to put a tender in the water. You can see the pins there in the door. Whoops. See the pins that close. That's what I was talking about with the Bayesian, with the dog pins. Those pins will lock in position. They'll lock through into the hull to stop the door from opening whilst underway. Those pins are hydraulic, and that's how you know a door is properly locked. Looks like they're just cleaning. They just wanted to get some fresh air in, because they get extremely hot in the tender garages on the vessel, and there's usually no air conditioning in that area as well, so it does get really, really hot in there. So it sounds like they're opening the other door as well to get some air going through there. See, they've already got the limo in the water. That probably came from the other side of that platform, of that tender garage there, where they're opening the other door. You can hear the beeping of the other door opening. That's probably where that limo lives. You see the unusually strange shape of the limo, how flat it is. It's quite big and wide and long, but flat. That's partially to be able to put it into that very shallow tender garage. You can also see more shell openings here. Ordinarily, this would be where your tender garage would be, but looks like a beach club to me. The stern as well. You would normally put your boats into the stern of the vessel, but that's doesn't really happen much anymore on yachts, because they've realized that they can build beach clubs here, and then they can open out these areas. Usually they'll come down like this, and then you have an extended open area to really expand and make it feel more outdoor, and you can have boats come alongside and stuff like that. So it's really popular design feature now on yachts, especially larger yachts like this. And you can see the big pool up there. It's empty right now, but there's a pool, quite a long pool there as well. Other features to notice on this vessel, they've got an enclosed mooring platform, which is always nice. Those doors open so they can, drop lines, and they can monitor anchor at the anchor and stuff like that, so they can view out. On the smaller boats, you'll just do that from the top deck up here. So it's always nice to have these. Probably the gym as well for the crew, because this boat this big, you would think would have a crew for the gym, but gym for the crew even, but no, most likely not. So they usually work out in the tender garage or in the mooring platform if they have one. So this area belongs to Amoco, and it's a place where you can come and you can lay up here whilst you're waiting to go into the dry dock facility here, over here, which is just out of shot. I've laid up here on a boat and we've not gone in there. We just needed to lay up in this area. They will offer that facility, but it is generally for boats waiting to or just coming out of the dry dock. Now, just next to, one ship over from Sakura is Yacht Stardust. That's another Dutch-built vessel. That's this time from Amels. The 62-meter boat there. Yeah, and then over here we've got Yacht Tatiana. See, it's got a Cook Islands flag on it, which is kind of unusual. Not that unusual, but generally people go for Cayman Islands or Malta or Marshall Islands. Cook Islands you don't see as quite as often. And it's an 80-meter or 260-ish foot yacht built by Bilgin Yachts in Turkey. Top speed of 19 knots and a crew of 21, and guest capacity I think is 12 guest capacity, which is pretty standard on yachts of this size. This yacht is 1,700 gross tons, so you can't go by the length of the boat, you have to go by the volume. Like I said, this is an 80-meter yacht at 1,700 gross tons, and this is a 82-meter yacht, but it has a gross tonnage of 2,200 gross tons, so considerably larger yacht than Tatiana. There is a lot of work going on in this area. The whole area has been transformed with apartments and recreational and nightlife and all that kind of stuff. And it must be costing billions to do it. Amoco are involved in that. I think that it is their project. They're also building in the shipyard as well. They're building permanent structures, whereas they previously were just temporary structures. So it's fascinating to see the progress that's gone on here since I've been here. I was here, the last time I was here was probably a year ago. Built these two giant what I believe are apartment blocks. They've been completed, at least from the outside, since I was here last time, and I still don't see any occupants in them. Now it's quite possible it's not actually apartments and it's a conference center or something like that. I'd have to check, but it's not my area of expertise, but I believe that they are supposed to be apartment buildings for people to live in. But I just don't see any signs of life there. And like I said, it's been over a year since at least the exterior was completed, which obviously doesn't mean that the interior was completed at that time. But they're building all the way across here. All of this is all being transformed into a new area, living space, and that must be quite the investment. All right, guys, the sun is getting high in the sky now. which means it's time for me to go. I just wanted to come down to Genoa, my old home. It's so nice to be in Genoa again. I've spent so much time here, like I said. Quick video in here. Normally when I come to this marina, it's a Sunday, so it's much less busy. But it's quite busy today, obviously, because it's a working day for everybody. You can hear the music in the background. The guys have got the music playing while they're washing down the boat, which is a daily thing for the deck crew. But yeah, it's time for me to leave. I'm actually heading home from Sicily while I film this video, and I just wanted to stop in Genoa and go to some places that I used to go to and spend some time here. I obviously slept here overnight. Wanted to come down to the marina, show you around, show you some nice boats, and talk a little bit about some yachts. So bring back some memories. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.